toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rebels will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the option. Quick toss. Running to Green. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Nelson. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinator seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to stop the run game, get the big defensive tackles in the middle, get penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Snagged in the middle, it's Moulton. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Sampson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it's still a positive game.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Seminoles! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The play-action fake. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. To the air, it's Nelson. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you try to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Position to start this drive at their own 47. Give to Brown. Breaks the tackle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Ray. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him. You try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Moves away as he feels pressure. Going to try. There he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better, and you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
They try to get it outside on the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Wants to throw. It's Nelson. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The RPO, it's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Looking downfield at Simmons. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Intercepted. Bringing it back. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Florida State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 7 over the Judicials. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback moving. Got it in the middle. It's Hobbs. Pulled down for the tackle.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Powers through the defender. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And a great job by the QB. Find the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Direct snap. Fights off a defender. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Rebels want to move quickly. He's looking to throw. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Webster. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody staying in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Bolton. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Pittman. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Power football with the run. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. To throw, it's Nelson. Got his man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Noles!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got a little space. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Rebels head it quickly to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hobbs. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Now, a fourth down.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start the third quarter with the run. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Here's the handoff. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Grab near the marker, it's Ray. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Hard running there.
The play by the speed back. You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
And the Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air, it's Simmons. Going downfield for the big play. Touchdown, Rebels! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. He wants to throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Ole Miss 13.
He'll bring it out. It's Webster. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Complete to start this drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run play action. Now sliding to his left. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The pull and throw off the RPO.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him throwing the football. You can tell they're throwing this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Nelson. Fires to the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage. And he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia is running away with this one right now, and you just know Cav Man is loving this offense today. They're up by 22 over the Judicials. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. That's caught. It's Ray. At the 35, he's got room. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hodge. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Let's send the tight end in motion. They'll try the toss to the left. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Running free. Touchdown Seminoles. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Ole Miss, 13.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to pass. Makes the pass. Complete downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Here's a heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He goes in for the 2, and now they've got it down to 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll go to the ground. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
And you Gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The give as they work on that clock. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Looking downfield on first down. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Now improvising. Already find a hole in that secondary. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
With the run on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Wake Forest. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're...
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with...
Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They'll send the back in motion. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The give to the left. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw at Simmons. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Touchdown, Rebel! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and then put points on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Runs through the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.